Hey guys, how are we all doing today? So this one guys, all we're doing is a few tips just to get your ship ready and set up for the day on the seas before you lay down any voyages or anything like that, yeah? At least then you'll be prepared for most encounters. So guys, let's get into it. So before you set sail, you want to go around each faction and check all the emissary tables, and what you're looking for is if there is or isn't a wooden ship on there. If there's a little wooden ship, then that'll tell you somebody's doing one of the emissaries, yeah? We'll go from there and then we'll check all the results. Nobody doing that. Another reason for checking all this is it would give you a rough idea of how many ships are on the server. So this one, little ship there, so we know there's definitely one ship here. But the most important one, guys, is always check the Reapers table. But if you're trying to stay away from combat, you don't want to be on a server that's full of Reapers. And as you can see, nobody's doing that. If you do see one there, guys, it's best to get back to your ship and check your map table, have a look around and look for what Reapers are on there. If it's a level 5, like this one here, they can see every other emissary on the map. So then, add in your ship cosmetics. If you want to like try and fly under the radar and be less noticeable, what you'd be best doing is literally making your ship as dark as you can. Because then at night, it'll be harder to see, especially if you're next to an island. Because the last thing you want is trying to get away from a fight and then people seeing ship sets like these that glow in the dark. Or should I say light up in the dark, yeah? So if you are going that way, when you get on your ship, the first thing you want to do is turn off all the lights. And it doesn't matter where you are on the map, even if you're just like a little silhouette, people will be able to see the lights on your ship. And it's one of the biggest giveaways, yeah? Especially at night, when it'll draw more attention to your ship. Everybody will notice you, yeah? That's why you always turn them out. Before you set sail is get your ship stocked up. So for that, we want the Merchant Alliance.
You should be.
And we want to go into here. And then resources and commodities. On here, guys, you've got the cannonball crate, the fruit crate, and then the wood crate. Absolutely perfect. Nice and cheap. The downside is, with them, you can only get 50 of each in. It's great and quick for stocking up, but if you have the money, guys, I suggest you go for storage crate. It's by far the best option. You can fit everything in it, like all them three, plus you can get your fireworks, your chain shots, your curse cannonballs, everything. So with the other ends, it'd be a bit similar to running around without one. You can only get so much at a time, where obviously the storage crate, you can fit a lot more of everything in. Once you've done that, you just want to go around and clear all the barrels out, guys. A quick one here. Because obviously you can see you can get a lot more different items in than just your standard cannonballs, wood and fruit, yeah? Once you've gone around with that, guys, and cleared all the barrels from the island, you want to head to a fort and finish stocking up over there, yeah? So, near every single outpost, there's a fort, and they are one of the best places to go for stocking up your ship. Round here, you've got a lot more barrels, a hell of a lot more supplies you'll get from them, and the other good thing about it is gunpowder barrels. if you are looking at PvP, it is one of the best places to go for gunpowder barrels. They are literally everywhere. Also, you'll probably get your ship stocked up from here, or one of these forts should I say, than anywhere else on the map. It doesn't matter where you are or what island you're on. If you see one of these rowing boats, always take a crate over, because it'll always be full of supplies, and that you can tell by how long it's taken to collect it all. If you see a large flock of birds in the sky like that, it means you've got a shipwreck. Now, they're not always above water. The majority of them you do have to swim down to them, but they are a great source of supplies, especially your cooked meat and your fish. Not only that, they will be filled with treasure, and that you'll get everything from crates to treasure chests to skulls, everything like that, yeah? Just remember to have a quick check of your surroundings before you jump down in case there's any ships near you. The tricky thing when you are going down to the shipwrecks is, depending on the angle that the ship is in the water, it can be pretty annoying trying to navigate your way around. So just bear that in mind for the length of time you're down there for. If you are using a storage crate, it's handy to remember that they do fill up pretty quick, so just open it, and if it is full, just fire a load of stuff in your own inventory, and that'll free up your storage crate to put more items in. The one thing you've got to remember when you're down there though, is you do only have a limited supply of oxygen. So as you can see, after a while you will start losing health. So for that you need to get back up to the surface and get some air. So when it comes to going back down for your treasure, just remember that it's exact same as when you're on land and you're carrying something. You move a lot slower. So the easiest and quickest thing to do is, when you get your treasure, get out the ship, just let go of it. That way it'll float to the surface and you can swim back up a lot quicker without it. But just careful that it doesn't get stuck. Yeah? And same with everything. You do that and it'll get up a lot quicker, and then you can get up there quicker as well. So before we go fishing, we need to get some bait. Your main option is getting out the barrels when you're searching them all, or you can go and dig them up if you're running low while you're out sailing. 3 types. You have your earthworms, your grubs and your leeches. They all catch different types of fish. The downside to digging them up is you're not always successful, and it can take quite a while. But when it comes to fishing itself, it can take quite a while and get really boring. So it is always handy to have a couple of voyages just to give yourself a break while you're fishing. So every now and then drop a voyage, go and do it quickly, and then come back and carry on fishing. Because the good thing about fishing, especially if you're going into any form of combat, whether it's PVE or PVP, is it heals you a lot quicker and you go through a lot less of the food source. Also, for those that are commendation hunters, you unlock commendations for the amount of different types of fish that you sell. And the downside to it is your reputation is for the hunter's call, and it is one of the hardest to level up on. So the more fish and that you get, if you're selling them, it'll get your reputation up quicker. Obviously it's not the only thing you can sell at hunter's call, but if you're a commendation hunter, it's the way to go. But as you can see, it's no easy thing. The way you're using your rod, stop it creaking, you don't want to break your line. But yeah, that many different types of fish. So thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shalt have a fishy when the boat comes in. Come on, little fishy, you know you want to come. There we go. So all you do with them, get them on the frying pan and you cook them away. But one of the best fishes you can catch are actually storm fishes or trophy storm fishes. And that if you're selling them, they will bring you the highest amount of money. The downside is they don't come easily, and that you can quite easily go through fishing for 6-7 fish before you would get to a stormfish. Another one to remember is if you are going fishing in the storm, keep an eye on your boat. Just for the fact that while it rains, it does fill your boat up with water. So you don't want to spend half an hour fishing and then next minute you know, you get the sunken ship noise. So that, guys, is how I get ready for my day on the seas. So I hope that helped, guys. If it did, give the video a like, please. And if there's anything specific you guys do to get yourselves set up for the day, leave a comment down below, guys, and let me know. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one.